Now, last week, we made our prediction on Ring of Honor, Death Before Honor, right?
Dishonor, yep.
So, Luisito, what's the result? Who got the most right?
So we got close. So we had Mercedes Martinez second, Serena DEEB. I went Serena DEEB.
Are we not going in order here? We're just gonna go like.
We're going by like how
like that.
No, I just wrote it down. I was like, I have to. No, because we did the projections kind of in that. Yeah. So we had the first one we predicted was Mercedes Martinez and versus Serena DEEB for the Women's Championship. I think I went Serena DEEB, and I think you went Mercedes.
I did,
and Mercedes took it, which was good. It was like that was the match that I went and got my drinks and stuff. I was like, this is my time. But no, I did. No, because I told them, I'm like, I was waiting because every match was like back to back to back. Somebody didn't like it. There was a wrestling show, all wrestling, if you wanted promos. But
it was. Come on, I'll explain it later. After the prediction, I'll explain it later.
But no, I had to go somewhere. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna normally like women's matches. I'll go. Even though when I got my drink and we were basically like floor seats. So when we got higher like a higher view when I came down, it was like the match looked better at that angle, even on TV. So I don't know if it was just the match didn't translate from TV, like from where we're sitting to the ring or whatever. But the angle, if you were sitting higher angle on TV, it translated better. But it was a good match overall. But Mercedes Martinez kept it.
She's actually way cuter in person than she is on Instagram.
You see it? Have you seen her girl though?
Nah.
Yeah, you think she's cute? Imagine her girl. She back.
I'm not saying she's like
no, but
10,
no. But she back tens. That's what I'm trying to say. She back tens.
Really?
Oh.
Nah, I seen. I was just like, the Instagram makes it look kind of.
Oh.
Like, like,
this is a filter.
No, but she was cool. I'll post some pictures when we basically were when people were coming out, like the losers, the winners came by to like backstage. We were literally right there, so you guys could see what he's talking about. Yeah, she's. More attractive in person.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah. And if that's her, I'm telling you, her girl must be like a 20. I promise you. I promise.
What do you give her then?
Yes.
From 1 to 10.
Ooh.
When I seen her on Instagram, I was just like, she a 5.
5. Wow.
All right, that's filter.
And then when I actually seen her in person, I was just like,
and she seemed mad cool. Like she was like
she was cool. She was like a 7.5 or.
That's not bad. No. Because like she dressed like a tomboy and everything. So to give her like a 7.5, that means she's like. That's badass. Yeah, that's good.
She was cute.
Yeah. All right. Well.
So then I think what we went through. So we had the Will of Judas and GARCIA. I kept it with YUTA. I think you did as well.
Yep.
And that was a good match.
I made my prediction at the show, so I think I went for it. I knew YUTA was winning.
Yeah.
I just think off the storyline.
There we go.
Even though I don't like YUTA, I like Daniel Garcia better.
Yeah.
I just think YUTA was just. It's just the storyline.
I think and they had to keep it because. They basically, I think they're trying to keep all the championship with the BCC, the club, basically.
Okay.
So they kept all the titles. Then we did Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal.
We knew
this was.
I think I was like the same thing.
I took a risk.
I went Jay Lethal as well because
respect.
I went Jay Lethal as well.
I wanted Jay Lethal to win.
So
I knew
you remember Samoa Joe from W? Yeah. So Jay Lethal is the dude. He was the man in freaking Ring of Honors and all that. And basically, we thought because Samoa Joe is now doing TV,
he's doing movies and stuff. So he's like he hasn't been on TV for a while. So it's like he's been out of sight, out of mind.
All spots crazy on
shit.
I thought he had more hair than that.
No, he trimmed. No, he cut. No, he trimmed it up. He trimmed. The crowd was crazy because everybody was like they were roasting Jay Lethal. I was like, yo,
bad. Like it was bad.
He was short.
Not bald. So I was like, Jay Lethal, you're bald. I was like. Come on, it hurts.
Bald,
like
I
know, but he embraced it. Like, I didn't think Samoa Joe was like,
He's bald.
No, he's been there. But he trimmed it. He usually had like a Caesar's cut, so you couldn't tell too much. He was like, but then he just like trimmed it up for the match.
Spotlight shining, you see the whole thing. So.
But yeah, no. So we both picked Jay Lethal because he wanted basically like he was injured. Basically, Samoa Joe was injured. He's been injured, and the other dude has basically 3 against 1, sort of, and. We was like, he's doing TV. He's been out of, so that was like a new refresh.
We thought he was gonna get like the Rock treatment, the John Cena that they'll show up here and there, but you know, to be a champion is like we like more of a fighting champion versus the one that's like a Roman Reigns that, you know, got the title, girls love him, blah blah blah, but they don't really do much. So yeah, Jay Lethal is a working horse, in other words, and it would have been nice.
Deserves more.
I felt like he deserved it. But
then we also had Jonathan Gresham, the Ring of Honor champion, versus
Claudia.
Claudia
I think
Castagnoli.
everyone knew this.
I wanted Gresham just to like. No, I still want it. I still.
Okay,
you
as a
picked
fan,
him. I picked him. Yeah, for when we picked, I picked Gresham.
So far, I'm like what 3, 4 out of 5 now. Not that's.
But then for me, I just wanted the story, and basically he was like holding the title for so long. I was like, if you're gonna do like bring the brand back to life, keep him. Then like I know this is like their pay-per-view now, but I want him to still be the guy. But Claudio, he wasn't. I think we were texting through the messenger. Basically, Claudio wasn't supposed to show up at Forbidden Door. He was debut supposed to happen at this pay-per-view. But since Zane O'Brien got hurt, then the plans changed, but I guess it was better for him because he went on a winning streak. So he defeated Zack Sabre Jr., then went for the pay-per-view that they had like the double cage, and he was basically
he's a replacement for
but he
for
tapped
Brian.
out. He tapped out the guy, and he kind of like made basically the win. Then he won the title, so he's been on a hot streak ever since. So that's like their golden ticket for Ring of Honor.
So part of the conversation we had on Messenger is that we predicted. Well, I believe when Claudio came to AEW,
Cesaro.
Yeah, no.
yeah. Basically, I thought part of his agreement was that they were going to give him a title. Like, I didn't know which title, but I thought they were going to give him a title. I did not expect it was going to be.
And I don't think he's ever won the Ring of Honor.
He never won
championship.
it.
He had a chance, but he always lost it, or like something happened that he never got to it.
In TV wrestling, he never had like a heavyweight.
No, true. But even when he was in Ring of Honor, he went for a couple of times and he lost it. But he always had the tag team. He always been like the tag team guy, but he never won.
But
mid cards type of championship. That's him.
That belt that gives you eyes at least.
Yeah.
Get closer to the mic.
My fault. At least it gives you some type of eyes to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, we got someone credible. Yeah. You have someone credible as your champion. Don't get me wrong. Gresham was nice.
Yeah.
I never seen him like in person.
And I told him, like, he's built. He's like he's 5'3", 180, but all muscle.
But he's still flexible like Apollo Crews, right? With the flippers.
Yeah, but he's just 5'3". Like he's a beast.
I'm sorry, but they gave it to the right guy because you got more notoriety.
No,
you want Ring of Honor just to blow up and make those tickets sell.
Yeah.
So that's
And
a good
also
thing.
in AEW, right? You have John Moxley, Dean Ambrose as an interim champion, but he said he's not interim; he's a 2-time champion. Whatever. You have Claudio, formerly known as Cesaro. Now he's champion. You got YUTA,
which is the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. So that's
Pure
like
champion.
And that was kind of cool because I don't think have you ever seen the Pure Championship match? Because I know you saw it. It's like, oh wait, so there's certain rules for the Pure Championship. So they basically explained the rules before. So it's.
But
that's like, so the Pure Championship basically like Sparkno Silva. It's like, it's kind of like a boxing or legit wrestling match. So there's no open close fist. So either chops so you can't punch people, even though, but you can punch. You get 3 rope breaks. So if you're in a submission, you can hold the ropes only 3 times. After that, it's kind of like basketball. You get like 3 like flags, whatever. You only get 3. You get regular count out, but after if you don't finish the match within 20 minutes or whatever they give you, there's 3 judges that vote on whoever wins the match.
I did like that. It was like boxing.
Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty cool.
And usually it doesn't go that far, but there's been matches of Ring of Honor that they voted.
And that's a match type, or that's the whole pay-per-view?
No, that's the Pure Championship. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
the Will of Judas one. Yeah.
setup
So that's the
for it.
YUTA and Garcia match. They basically wrestled. So if nobody got pinned or submitted within 20 minutes, it will go to the judges, and whoever gets 2 out of 3 wins the match.
If I remember, Daniel Garcia tapped out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
No,
And the promo he did after, I think it's on YouTube, but the promo that he did afterwards was kind of cool. You guys have to watch it, but
okay.
So he did the like no, nothing crazy, but he basically was like cussing out YUTA, but it looked very like real. But they also have like beef with each other from before, so it kind of like he kind of crossed like the forbidden door.
I
Like
saluted him on that.
They beef
I was like-
between them, but it was good.
I was like,
So
fuck that
basically,
one.
everybody from the BCC has a champion
Except Daniel Bryan.
except Daniel Bryan.
And he lost against Daniel Garcia on Wednesday against
Yo,
Which
that
is wild.
storyline about to be crazy.
yeah.
I can't wait.
I think
can't wait.
he's just gonna be like, yo, like
It was
what's
sucks.
going on
It was
here?
sucks to see him lose that match, but I was like,
Yeah.
all right, It is what it is. So
And lastly, we had they also had a match we didn't know about, but they had the Trios Championship for Ring of Honor. I think it was Dalton Castle and the Boys versus the fake Bray Wyatt. No, but that was his match.
which one was
Dalton Castle and the Boys. It was for the Trios Championship for the Ring of Honor. It was good.
I would have gotten chicken wings too.
The Dalton Castle are basically like if it was remember the Spirit Squad.
Yeah,
It's similar to that.
Whoa, no.
They were.
Are you really
It's basically
defend this right now?
But it's basically Spirit Squad
You are
and
not gonna defend
remember
this,
the Rosebuds.
Yeah, Rosebuds. Thank
So
you.
it's like
That's
that,
a
like
good
more,
comparison.
something like
Thank
that.
you. It's more like the Rosebuds.
So Spirit Squad hurt your
No,
feelings?
no. I was just saying the comparison was wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
But it's like a weird, like very happy, flamboyant, like team. That but the good thing about him, it's like the main guy and his boys. He has a panel of like so if those two can do it, and he got like 6 other people behind him, so he could pick any of the two. So that's what they call them, the boys. So he could pick anybody to be his team.
All right.
So they used to be champions. And lastly, we have the FTR against the Briscoes on the 2 out of 3.
Rouge.
Yeah, that one we didn't predict it, but the Rouge,
that was last,
Rouge
right?
versus Dragon Lee, that was a good one too.
I did
That was
have.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But we never made
Yeah,
So
because I think that got added afterwards, and there was a couple other matches in the pre-show that they were good.
So FTR versus the Brusco, we pick FTR
Yeah.
to keep the champion. Sorry, Briscoes.
But FTR was
Them boys.
I think
How about
honestly,
that?
I would say that match didn't need 3, and also besides just to add, remember I was like, oh, FTR, Briscoe's gonna win the first one, that FTR's gonna win the second one.
He called it.
I called it in the
Yeah, it's on.
So
it's
then,
on
yeah.
video.
So I was like, you have to put pressure on the champion. So that's why, like, the Briscoe won the first one, then FTR won the second one, then it went to 3. And the promo they did after was cool. I think the match two for me, I was not tired, but it was like almost 11, 10:30 by that time, and it was like I'm not tired of wrestling, but it was just like we've been here for like 5 hours.
Yep.
And it's just like by the time we got to that match, it was like I was drained. And we even got refreshments. Like I'm like, we need to load up again, and we like, but it was. I think it didn't need to be 2 out of 3.
Slow
Yeah.
building. I was just like, yo, this match is about to be a drag.
Yeah.
But once he did like the back suplex on the table, that's when it started getting.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I think that was at the second fall, but it was just like it was taking, I think, too long. Like
too long.
For me, it was. I was just.
it an hour?
It was almost an hour. Almost an hour.
Yeah, it was an hour match.
Yeah.
But
Not bad,
but
like-
they could work the hour.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
And I
of
feel
it.
like
That's
either
the
way,
premise.
I appreciate how they put like the lineup of the matches. Got to you mentioned like you like a good beginning, middle, and end. I like that they put this one at the end. I feel like if I watched it, either let's say here or like pay-per-view, whatever, I feel like we'd be more comfortable and like enjoy more than like live. Because it's like people next to you.
I enjoyed the live.
No, it was good, but I feel like I wouldn't be as tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in my head I'm thinking.
any sports that you go live is always better.
Yeah.
It's always better.
But I'm just thinking, for me, it's just
I
like-
went to a Red Sox
Yeah.
game and I hate baseball, but when I was there live, it's
Yeah.
lit. Even soccer. Shout out to the Revolution. But
Yeah,
that
but the
shit
thing
was
I'm
li-
just for me, it's just like in my head I'm thinking like when that
Yeah.
match was going on, I'm like, all right, 1 fall. But then I look at the time, I was like, damn, we're gonna drive back to Providence and it'll be like an hour. Then I can't fall asleep because he's driving. I was like, and for me, it's just like if I was like home watching it, like for me, if I was home watching, I could like I go up, go to bathroom, go something. So it's like the comfortableness of it rather than like because basically we're there for like almost 6 hours just watching wrestling,
damn.
5-6 hours. I think we got there
Yeah, we got
7
there at 7.
and almost like 11:30. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I was talking
That's
about.
longer than the
Now,
baseball
Let's get to
game.
the point where I was talking about.
Okay.
There's so many.
But you were saying that after like on the second
I
match.
know, but it's just like, yo, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think WWE does change it a bit, but like I'm watching like these AEW like, and then Ring of Honor since AEW owns them now.
Yeah.
But it's just like you're watching these matches. It's just like, yo, I need something to kind of stop the pacing of these wrestling matches, just to give me something different.
Okay.
You feel me?
There were
And it's just
promos,
like, yo,
but-
So
like watch it for the Bill and Daughter, right? And then you can chime in.
okay.
Like you're watching that, and it's just like
It's
I
more of a
love the
question.
wrestling matches. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, yo, I need a type of video to stop the action and be like, I bet I
Give
need
you
some
a
type
break,
of promo.
so-
Yes,
so-
I need a promo.
So it was
or
just
something.
straight wrestling?
But that's
In the beginning,
thing.
there was promo. So basically, they did the pre-show, and that's where most of
the announcer saying something. Is a
no.
promo?
No. So there was the announcement. There was some matches, and they were doing cutting promos in between about kind of like the background
Remind me.
story of like giving you a background, a refresher of what the match.
Matches, yes. The
Yeah.
dog
So they were
matches.
giving you like, oh, the FTR and Briscoes have a story, blah blah blah, and he'll go on like a story time.
Oh, but those don't count. You're talking about like the video montage.
Yeah, so those are
those don't
their
count.
promos. They don't do promos like back.
Like,
It's not WWE either.
I get it, and I feel you.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, I just needed something different.
Because that one literally was like when the show started, it was like
But real
match,
quick,
match.
Let's pivot real quick and let's talk this episode for sure. So, Providence Lucha Talk, guys. You have heard the good, the bad, and the ugly. We kind of went real ugly. But what's your thought? What's your comment? Do you agree, disagree? We want to thank again Mr. Luminous View for coming in, showing some light, no pun intended, to the show. I really enjoy your segment. It was really great. Thank you, Big Frank, once again to bring your energy, as always, to the show. God, I hope you really don't fall asleep.
Yeah,
on
I'm about
this.
to like just make merch with that. Just you're like a cartoon or like Z's on.
But Providence Lucha Talk, please follow us on all of our social media. Do you guys want to throw in your tag real quick before we close the show?
At the Big Frank C, TheBigFrankC. Follow me on Instagram. Let's go, baby.
Luminous Views on Instagram and Facebook and on Twitter.
Luisito,
Providence Lucha Talk and Luis Marcano on all social media.
the JayAguila show, the pre-game podcast, and soon I have a special project coming in, so can't wait to talk about it real soon. So, Providence Lucha Talk, thank you for tuning in. We say buenas noches and peace.
That's it.
Peace.
Out.